So this is the ratio, right, by which by adopting this ratio we can prepare the primary emulsion, right? Or for the primary emulsion we have to use this ratio. If we will use the fixed oil, that time we have to take this ratio 4:2:1. If we are use the volatile oil, that time we have to use the 2:2:1 ratio. If our oil is mineral oil, that time we should use the 3:2:1 ratio, right? You just remember this, right? So let's, for the preparation of emulsion various methods are used. Following are the some method by which we can prepare the emulsion on a small scale, right? So as there is a various kind of methods are available by which we can formulate the emulsion, right? Or we will prepare the, or we can prepare the emulsion, right? But in which there is a some another kind of method are given by which we can prepare the emulsion on a small scale, on a small scale, right? Means, so dry gum method, wet gum method, bottle method and other methods, right? So there is a four kind of method are given, right? Dry gum method, wet gum method, bottle method and other methods, and these methods are given in our syllabus. That's why we are study it, right? So, and by using these methods we can prepare emulsion in a small scale, in a small scale. Actually, small scale means in our laboratory, in our laboratory or in our lab also, right? So but in our industry, in a industry, in a large industry, these methods are not used, right? These methods are not used because in industry there is a means large scale production are perform, right? Large scale production are perform means in industry there is a not preparing the 2 tablet 4 tablets or 1 bottle emulsion or 2 bottle emulsion, right? In industry there is a formulate the large number of or large bottle or large number of doses form. Means if we are going to prepare, if industrialist prepare for tablet, that time they formulate a 1 lakh 5 lakh 3 lakh tablet at once, right? At once. If they are going to prepare a emulsion, that time they formulate the 10 liter 10 liter 100 liter 200 liter. By this way the industrialists are prepare, but right, that is the small scale production, that is the smallest, that is called small scale production. But in a college laboratory or college practical laboratory, that time it is not possible to prepare a large not possible to prepare any kind of preparation or doses form in a large scale, because there is a wastage of that particular preparation, right? Because we are not use the any preparation which is formulated in institute level, right? That's why for the practical purpose or for the small scale production or in institute level or college level, this given kind of method are used for the preparation of emulsion, that is a small scale production, for the small scale production, right? So by dry gum method, wet gum method, bottle method or other methods, by this method we can prepare the emulsion on a small scale, right? In a institute level, right? So we are, if we are understand this, that time we will also prepare the emulsion in a large scale, right? So this is the basic for the preparation of emulsion. So you have to focus very carefully or understand very carefully, right? So first of all, we have to learn the dry gum method, right? Dry gum method. So the dry gum method we can also prepare the emulsion in a small scale, in an institute level, right? So let's see how. So there is a, in a dry gum method there is a, some steps are there or some procedure are there by following or by adapting or by focusing or by understanding these steps we can easily prepare the emulsion, right? So by dry gum method, let's see how we will prepare the emulsion, right? So first of all, calculate required quantity of oil, water, gum for preparation of primary emulsion, right? For the preparation of primary emulsion. So before formulating or preparing the our actual quantity of emulsion or required volume of our emulsion, so we have to prepare firstly we have to prepare a primary kind of emulsion, right? Primary kind of emulsion. And for the preparing the primary kind of emulsion, we need the oil, water, gum. We need the oil, water, gum. And gum means, then yeah, I think you have a question, that is what is gum, right? What is gum? So I just recall you, that is emulsifying agent, that is the emulsifying agent. Our gum is a emulsifying agent, whether it is means any kind of our emulsifying agent, means either it is tragacan, then gum acacia, means we know that is various kind of emulsifying agent are present or available in market. We also study it in our previous slide also, right? It is a classification from the various sources we can adopt the emulsifying agent, right? Means gum means our emulsifying agent, right? And we know that without emulsifying agent it is not possible, totally not possible to prepare a emulsion, right? For the mixing, means for the solubility or for the miscibility of two immiscible liquid, necessary to add a gum, that is a emulsifying agent, right? So there is a ratio for the primary emulsion, means first of all we have to prepare a primary emulsion by following, right, by following the this ratio, that is oil, water, gum ratio, right? So for the preparing of our primary emulsion, firstly we need to take a ratio of oil, water, gum, right? If our oil is a, means our prescription given a oil, right? Our prescription given a oil, that oil either fixed oil or volatile oil or mineral oil, right? If our oil, if our given oil is a fixed oil, that time we have to follow this ratio, that is 4:2:1. If our given oil is a volatile oil, either it is turpentine oil, peppermint oil, then cinnamon oil, that time we have to select the 2:2:1 ratio. If our liquid oil is a liquid paraffin, that time we have to take this ratio, that is 2:2, 3:2:1, right? So we have to prepare a primary emulsion first, right? Suppose our oil is a fixed oil, that time we should go for 4:2:1 ratio, right? So after selection of ratio, we have to follow this step, that is take a dry, after proper calculation or proper calculation of our ratio or selection of our ratio, after proper calculation and selection of our oil, water, gum ratio, we should take a one measuring cylinder, one a dry measuring cylinder, right? For the, it is about the dry gum method, right? For the dry gum method we have to need a one apparatus, that is a measuring cylinder, and that measuring cylinder should be dry, neat clean and dry, right? We have to take a dry cylinder, right? And measure required amount of oil and transfer into a motor, right? By using the dry mortars measuring cylinder, we have to measure the required amount of oil, right? Required amount of oil. After measurement of required amount of oil in a dry measuring cylinder, we have to transfer that required amount of oil into a dry mortar. Means we have to take a dry measuring cylinder, or we have to select the dry measuring cylinder and dry mortar, that is the apparatus, mortar, pistols, then measuring cylinders, beaker, right? Means first of all we I just have to say that is what kind of apparatus we have to need, that is a beaker, then stirrer, then measuring cylinder, then mortar, pistol. So these are the requirement for our preparation of our emulsion, right? And that apparatus should be all apparatus should be dry and neat, clean and dry, right? So we have to measure the required quantity of our oil in a dry measuring cylinder. After measurement, that particular oil transfer into a dry mortar, right? After that, into the mortar containing our oil, we have to add a required amount of gum acacia. We have to add a required amount of gum acacia. We have to add a required amount of gum acacia into it and triturate rapidly until uniform mixture, right? Means after adding the gum acacia into oil, we are going for trituration. And that trituration happen with a mortar or pestle, right? Means with the help of pestle, we have to triturate that oil and gum in a dry mortar. Triturate means that is a mixing of oil and gum, right? And that trituration should be rapidly done, right? Until we get a uniform mixture, right? After trituration or after proper mixing of oil and acacia into a dry mortar at a particular certain time, we will get a one uniform mixture of gum and oil, right? That is gum acacia and oil. Then add required amount of water and triturate continuously, right? Means after that, in a mixture of oil and gum, we have to add a required amount of or calculated amount of our water, and after addition of water into the mixture of gum and oil, we have to triturate it continuously. Means we have to mix it continuously with the pestle, right? And that trituration should be done until clicking sound is produced, and product become a white or nearly white, right? Means we have to triturate the water, gum acacia and oil together continuously until we will get a clicking sound, right? After getting a clicking sound at a particular time, we will get a white or nearly white kind of one mixture, that is called as a primary emulsion, right? Primary emulsion is a mixture of water, gum acacia and oil, right? And it appear like a white and nearly white color, right? And during the mixing or trituration of our gum, then water and oil at a certain time or at a proper mixing, we will get a clicking sound. If we get a clicking sound, that time we will understand that we easily prepare a primary emulsion, and that primary emulsion appear like a white or nearly white color, right? Means white or nearly white is a color of our primary emulsion, right? So this is the procedure of our primary emulsion. This is the procedure for our primary emulsion, because we have to prepare a primary emulsion first. Afterward, we have to